Well, CO calls during the winter time, we get here in Thunder Bay maybe 2 to 3 a week. To this tragic event, we never expect to have to deal with this, and no one wants to.
The Northwest District is kind of unique. It's our largest district in Union Gas in terms of geography and from distance from end to end. From an operations standpoint, we don't have the scale of operations to have the resources on hand to be anywhere within the district in a moment's notice.
What happened in this scenario is there's an 8-year-old son that couldn't wake up his parents, and the parents were on their couch, and he kept trying, so he ended up calling his uncle that was in a neighboring community, which is about 30 minutes away. So the uncle proceeded to head to Nipigon to the address, and he also called the fire department, and when they got there they realized that the occupants were indeed unconscious on the couch, and we did get a call from fire dispatch saying they need our assistance in Nipigon because they found possibly 2 people unconscious, so it's a CO call if we can assist. So we attended the scene. By the time we got there, the occupants were removed and the OPP was on site, and they had closed the access to us, so we just proceeded in shutting the meter and locking it off and waiting for further guidance. So we were called the next day to see if we can come help TSSA complete the investigation as to see what happened in this situation. So you think you're prepared, right? Until you go in and you see, kids' toys, you saw the evidence of CO symptoms. So there was vomit on the ground. We saw the couch where the 2 people were found. So that's, you take it's a human element that comes into that this is real and it's happened. And when the fire department got there and the uncle, they realized that they were indeed unresponsive, and they were rushed to the hospital. Now this 8-year-old doesn't have any parents anymore, and they're not coming back.
One of the things that Union Gas has really made a priority in the Northwest District is fire department training. Not only for emergency response training and first responder training with some of the dangers of natural gas, but also some of the dangers of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Carbon monoxide is a very toxic gas. It's odorless, colorless, and tasteless. It can't be detected, and it's emitted as a result of incomplete combustion. So any fuel-burning appliance will emit some amount of carbon monoxide gas. CO poisoning can mimic flu-like symptoms, so nausea, headaches. You can even result in unconsciousness. And a lot of times the carbon monoxide poisoning happens when people are asleep. So that's why it's so vitally important that the alarms be placed just outside the sleeping area.
In that investigation, we looked through what happened to cause these 2 fatalities and how to prevent it. So in part of the investigation, we worked with TSSA, did all the testing, and the root cause for this one particular incident was that they didn't have a carbon monoxide detector, and nor did they complete regular maintenance on their heating equipment.
I don't have exact numbers, but it's a very frequent response, whether it's through an actual CO detection or whether it's through an end-of-life alarm. It's always better to call 911 if you're not sure, and we can come out with our gas detectors and determine whether or not there actually is carbon monoxide present in your home.
After the incident took place, there were some discussions between Union Gas and the fire department, and it became apparent that there were those in need in the community that would find the expense for a CO detector somewhat cost prohibitive. And that's something that Union Gas really took to heart. And to try to be an advocate for change and to help save lives, we donated $1,000 worth of CO detectors to the fire department so that they could distribute as needed to those most in need.
Well, from that incident, of course you reflect, right? Well, you put yourself in there, your own kids into that, and how am I prepared? And so what we did is I put together sort of a PowerPoint and took pictures of, this is a CO detector, like that simple, right? This is a picture of a CO detector, and this is what the alarms mean. And we go through this on a monthly basis, and we play games with it, right? Quiz and trying to make fun, because you're trying to teach kids, these are life-saving rules. The more people you can share it with, the better prepared that you will be. And that's the whole point of this is real. It happens. And we can't make it better. Learn from this incident and let's have no more, because I don't want to take any more calls like that.